Hi everyone, and welcome to your unicorn energy reading. Today we are going to have 3 piles, and we are going to be talking about breaking free and moving in a new direction. What does that mean for you? So what we're doing today is we're going to go with these crystal cards because unicorns love crystals. So pile 1 is Boji stones, balance. I am balanced, whole, and complete. So that is pile 1. Pile 2 is Shattuckite, which is teacher. I have the divine wisdom of the universe within me, and I openly share it with the world. And these cards were picked at random as well when I was creating the piles. All right, so very interesting. At this point, I do not know how they tie in to each pile, but this is about what crystal card speaks to you, or what pile number speaks to you at this point. Third is Chrysotile, power animal. My power animal supports, guides, and loves me throughout my life. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3 for our unicorn energy reading. Take your time. Like I said, pick the crystal card or pile number that calls to you, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, and welcome to those of you who chose pile 1 or this crystal card, Boji stones, balance. I am balanced, whole, and complete. We are going to get right into your reading here. I have overall energy. I have an end of reading energy. Okay, we're going to do live tarot at the end, as well as a couple of more oracles. So let's get started with your overall energy for breaking free and moving in a new direction. And the way I asked when picking the cards was, this is going to be your breaking free, this is moving in a new direction, okay, for overall energy. So cardinal is the breaking free energy, and I can see why. Pile 1, and the moving in a new direction is the 11th house. Okay, very interesting. Let's see what the rest of the cards are, and then we'll try to piece this together. Already I feel like this is a control issue because that's what cardinal is, right? Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. But again, we'll get into this in a bit. Okay, I'm just going to bring this down just a little. There we go. Just want to make sure. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then this, actually, I'll bring these 2 down. That makes more sense. And then we're going to flip this over at the end. So what I see here with the cardinal energy pile 1 is, okay, and I love the fact now I see how balance would tie into this, okay? Because cardinal signs, like I said, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, they're definitely the initiators of the zodiac, right? They are the signs that want to make the start, want to take control, want to get things off the ground. They like to stay one step ahead at times of everyone else, okay? So with this need of having to control everything around them, I like the fact that it's the 11th house of just kind of freedom seeking and marching to the beat of your own drum. And basically, I'm not going to be controlled or follow anyone's rules or regulations would be where you're going in a new direction, breaking free of the control, moving into a new direction. But let's get into it a little more. If you happen to be in Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Virgo, that is fine. It doesn't matter. Just to give you an idea of what it means by control. So take Aries, for example. They are leaders. They love leadership, and they like to take control in different areas of their life, or pretty much all areas of their life. Again, it depends on your chart, but we're just speaking generally here, okay? When you think of Cancer, Cancer is the home and emotions and the nurturing and mothering. So they want to control anything that has to do with, say, family, or the emotions that are running in and around the family and the home. Libra, all about relationships, right? So they like to control their partners. And that's whatever kind of partnership it is. It doesn't have to be romantic, or just the people, or the atmosphere, right? What's happening around them socially. That's what Libras like to control. And Capricorn like to use and control the material environment, meaning like money, especially. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea of the different areas where maybe you, pile one, are hanging on and need to break free from when it comes to control issues. All right, and then moving into the 11th house, let's take a look here. I also want to say too, just with this card here, I'm going to tie this into the breaking free, this intensity. It is a very intense need for cardinal signs to have that control in their environment and try to manipulate it. It really is. And I'm speaking of it in more of a, maybe where it would be more of a shadow or a negative. I mean, there can also be very positive attributes to that as well. But we're talking about what you're breaking free from, okay? So just know that if you're like, well, I don't know, I'm kind of like, well, that's just me, that's who I am. Yes, that's because it's a very intense emotion, feeling, and part of your personality. Absolutely. It doesn't mean, though, that you can't break free of needing to control everything all the time. All right, so we'll go with that. Now, what else I want to see here is we're moving into 11th house energy. That's the new direction. So that is more, like I said, about your friends, your social circles, right? Your support systems, your networks and alliances, the people that you're, I guess, hanging out with, your community, your hopes, your goals, and your wishes, because you can even try to control that, right? And I think what this is saying, what this energy from the unicorns coming in is saying, you need to think of everyone, and that everyone isn't going to be controlled. Therefore, there are some areas of life that you can't control, and you need to move more into a free-flowing, maybe more compassion for other people, to know that they have to walk their own path, they have to march to the beat of their own drum, and therefore cannot be controlled. So it's more of you moving into that type of energy, thinking, I'm going to say, of the other, really. Yeah. And when you think about it, we have Aries, right, which sits opposite in the chart of Libra. So that's all about you. This is all about the other. Cancer, all about home, all about work and environment and making money and career. So it's really giving up the control in those areas as well. Now, what other messages do they have about moving in a new direction? So here we have Cosmic Emerald. It's a 4, which I like. It's stability, being grounded, building a solid foundation. And it's a new foundation that you're wanting to build here in going in this new direction, right? It says create perfect health. That may be a message for a few individuals because it's here, it's on the card, I'm going to say it. But I also feel intuitively this is opening up. Instead of just thinking with your mind here, you're going to bring emotion into it and open that heart space to understand that it's not your job to be controlling everyone and everything. That you have to have compassion to let people maybe make their own mistakes, move in the direction that they want to move in, even if it isn't marching along to what you necessarily want all the time. And by doing this, it has access to divine abundance. By doing this, you're getting your chakras in alignment, which means that everything will be working perfectly as it should in balance, because this is about balance, right? Whole and complete. And when that happens, you will reap the rewards. Again, what are the rewards? It's going to depend on you and what your situation is. If you're letting go of the control of money and finance, maybe that will bring more money and finance to you, because by trying to control it, you're blocking it. If you're trying to control your family and what's happening within your home environment and your family, you will find that rather than your children rebelling against it, they're going to work along with it, and you're going to have that happy, loving, stable environment in your home that you want. Okay, just to give you a few ideas. Now let's go down here to the rainbow unicorn, and it says there is a rainbow beyond the clouds. Oh, I like that. And okay, what that is making me feel is, okay, so there's a rainbow beyond the clouds, meaning we can't see it. And the reason that you can't see it is because you're so busy trying to, again, and I'm beating this message home because it's what they're popping into my head. When you're trying to control everything, you're not even looking beyond the clouds. You're just looking at what's happening right now. Okay? Whereas if you ease up and let go of that a bit, the clouds are going to be able to part, and oh my God, you're going to see the rainbow through on the other side, which is what I was talking about here with the abundance, not abundance, divine abundance. If you ease up a little bit, you will find that the abundance is going to come in and things are going to move. I'm going to say more in a mutable energy, right? Just kind of go with the flow. And that's what you want. I mean, that's the message they're bringing through for you, you know, breaking free of this and moving into this flow. Okay. And then we have action. So now is the perfect time to act. Of course, that's why this message is coming to you today. If you chose this pile, this is your nudge. All right. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence, right? So rather than, it brings me back to this cloud with rainbow, rather than trying to control everything, not being able to see beyond the clouds to your pot of gold or your abundance at the end of the rainbow, you need to look at, yes, absolutely. What are your dreams? What are your ambitions? Okay, when it comes to work, finances, home and family, partnerships, relationships, but to be able to see them a little more big picture and understand that trying to control the situation is just going to put up blocks and not allow you to quite make it to your dreams, okay? So that's what they want you to break free from so that you can move in this new direction, because this new direction is going to bring you the pot of golds. All right. And this is, I'm recording this the day after St. Patrick's Day, right? So there's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Now, what I want to do next is, we're saving this card for the end. I want to pull some tarot here for confirmation of these cards, validation, more advice, guidance, whatever it may be. But they really want you to find, oh, and out came 3 cards, and that's, oh, out came 4. Okay, we're going to go for it here. 5 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, and 2 of Wands. Okay, I like this. So what this is saying, let's just go down each card and we'll tie everything in. So 5 of Cups. Again, it brings me back to this cloud and rainbow. This is a very important card here. If you're so busy looking at everything that's spilled over and trying to control, or trying to think of ways you can control it so that it doesn't spill again, what you're not seeing are the 2 cups behind you with the clouds all together, and you not seeing like them not being able to separate and part, you're not seeing the rainbow behind it, okay? That's what happens when you're in this cardinal energy. I'm going straight down here to the Two of Wands. That is being able to look out and see, like to look out and, okay, so we talked about your dreams, right? Looking out, knowing that there's so much more out there, different ways to do things, different ways to behave, and kind of plotting your course, right? It's looking at everything and seeing, okay, how can we navigate this? How will this work? That's what I'm thinking of here when I see the Two of Rods. And just, I mean, the world in her hands, right? Or it could be the moon. Either way, it's your wishes. With the Judgment card, I'm literally going to take it as what it is. And that is, this is going to probably be tough for you because, and look, I'm a fixed sign, so it's different, but yet kind of the same. Trying to move yourself out of that energy is not going to happen, you know, snap of fingers overnight. It's going to take time. And with the Judgment, what I feel should be said here is that go easy on yourself. Do not be too hard on yourself. Do not be too critical as you try to make these changes. And maybe, you know, you fall off the wagon, so to speak. You fall back. It's okay. You just keep trying. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Heaven and earth wasn't built in a day. However, whatever it is that you believe in, all right? We know things don't happen overnight. So go easy on yourself with harsh critical judgment when you falter, okay? And the Ace of Pentacles is just, remember I said grounded here? It's just telling you this is a new direction, but a new grounded beginning for you. This is going to be successful. They're going to give you what it is that you need. You can call on the unicorn energy. You can call on God, source, universe, whomever it is that you believe in, that you go to for your source power. You know what? You do you. The important thing is that this is grounded. We do have a lot of, look, green field here. Even the water is a greenish blue. Green, heart chakra. A horse running through a green forest. Just know that this is your chance to build a stable, solid foundation, grounded in, I want to say it's going to sound funny, but grounded in an energy of flow rather than control. An energy of letting go rather than control. Okay, so that is your main message. Let's just pull out here. I like my little unicorn playing cards. Let's just see what they have to say. Okay, we have the King of Diamonds or the King of Swords. I like this. You know why? It's telling you to use your intellect here, okay? It's bringing the air element in. Use, well, this is air, but use your intellect. Be clever. Think of different ways of doing things. Feel confident in the choices that you make. And I feel like here with the Judgment card, don't, you're smart and intelligent. You don't need to second guess yourself. Okay? Letting go of control is letting go of control. You don't need to second guess it. Believe in what it is that you're doing and do it like a king. Okay? Like the King of Swords. And also the King of Swords sometimes can be a little, what could we say? He can be a little cold, or a little, you know, he can be up in his ego sometimes. So what I want to say about that is, when you're trying to let go and control, ego definitely needs to to go. But also, with the coldness, remember you want to bring in compassion for all of this 11th house, you know, friends, social circles, whatever it is, right? But basically it's going with the flow. There needs to be compassion with the people that I spoke about in these groups that you want to give support to, that you want to show compassion to let them do what it is that they need to do. Okay. Now, I also wanted to pull an oracle card here. And this oracle card, there's usually like a plant, a vegetable, a flower, along with the unicorn. And there's usually a great little message that goes along with it. So I like to just read that from the book. It only takes a second or two. Okay, so let's get an oracle card here for you, pile one. Dragonfly. Everything is going to be fine. And again, look at the greenery. So I want to find out what that is, just because I don't know. So, but again, it's that grounded energy. Okay, so dragonfly is 2. It's a juniper berry. That is the, I guess it's a bush, maybe. The juniper berry is a bush, or the berries off of a bush. All right. And everything is going to be fine. Let me just see here if it says anything else. Juniper is used in magical work to relax the mind and cleanse physical environments. It protects the home from illness and detrimental energies. If you grow it by the front door, it is said to deter bad juju. Okay? It increases good ambiance and casts a gentle shielding circle of indigo light around those who ask for its protection. It's also a well-known diuretic and is excellent for releasing unwanted fluid and toxins in the body. Okay, and we did have something that said here about health. So again, that could be a message for some of you. And it allows us to let go of things that we've been holding on to, or holding us back, that are no longer needed. There, that was the message, okay? This is about breaking free or letting go of what isn't serving your highest good and moving into a new direction. All right, and last but not least, let's flip this card over and see for overall ending energy how this fits in. Success seems to be largely a matter of hanging on after others have let go, or after you have let go. Okay? What I want to say about this is letting go. I'm not going to quote it directly. I read what it is to you, but what I want to say is your success is going to be letting it go, right? By you not trying to control these other people, let me try to get this in correctly. By you not trying to control the other people, remember I said, like, if it's in your home and the kids rebel, or if it is about money and you let go of that need to have, it will flow and become abundant to you. That's what I think this card is here for. When you let go of those needs and let others flow freely, your success is going to happen. Your abundance is going to come in. So, pile one, those are your messages. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, I ask you to like, because it helps with the YouTube algorithm. to get my videos out there because it's a small channel, so they're not promoted like the other larger creators. And if you know someone that needs to hear this message, please share it. And if you would like to hear more energy readings, I do a number of them. Please subscribe. I would appreciate that greatly. I'll see you next time. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2 or this crystal card, Shattuckite. Teacher, I have the divine wisdom of the universe within me, and I openly share it with the world. This is your pile for your unicorn energy reading. And what we're talking about today is breaking free and moving in a new direction. So I have overall energy cards for what you're breaking free from, the direction you're moving in. I also have an overall ending energy for the reading. And at the end, we'll also be doing live tarot and a couple of other oracles. So let's get started. Breaking free. Ooh, from Aries energy. Okay. And moving into Aquarius. That's so interesting. What did pile 1 just have, you guys? I'd have to look. I just did it, but it comes in and goes out so fast. Oh, the 11th house. I was going to say, I thought it was Aquarius, but it can't be because there's the card. Yeah, it was the 11th house. Okay. So, interesting. Out of Aries into Aquarius energy. But let's see what else is coming out here. We have wisdom, and I'm associating this first card with this breaking free card. Okay. Actually, I'll bring these down here. And this last card is going to be overall energy. We'll flip it at the end. So, well, let's just talk about Aquarius very quickly before we talk about what you're breaking free from, okay? Aquarius energy is all of that humanitarianism. It's the inventor. It's marching to the beat of your own drum. It's nonconformist. They are truth speakers. They can be eccentric at times too. But the focus is on, like, if we go into the 11th house energy, because Aquarius rules the 11th house, right? It is all about friends and social circles and support systems and networks and alliances and humanitarianism. So now that you know that, what I want to say about that's the energy you're moving into. What I want to say about the Aries energy. What is the Aries energy? I am me, myself, and I. And that is a wonderful energy and can be very positive in many ways, as the initiator, as someone who wants to lead and take control. All right. But if all you're focused on is me, myself, and I, me, okay, all the time, then that's not necessarily healthy. Okay. We know, we need to have balance. We need to focus on ourselves. Of course, to do, many things in our lives, our focus has to be on ourselves. But I'm talking overall energy of maybe being a little too caught up in yourself that you don't see or care for the other, for the collective, because it's all about you. If we want to use an example, it would be very much, quote unquote, the Karen energy, right? All about me, not thinking of anyone else. That's what I'm talking about. That's the breaking free energy. I'm not saying that for pile 2, all of you have Karen energy. That's not it. But we all in our own way can be very self-absorbed or very egocentric at times. So let's just admit it and call it what it is. And I think with this wisdom card, because I said I've been tying this card into Aries, it's being able, it says not a barn owl. And owls, okay, I'm just going to go with large eyes, right? Like large, beautiful eyes, actually. And they are known as and just all-knowing. But what I want to say is it's having the wisdom to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and see who you are. Now, let's break that down a little further. Are you just looking straight? Are you looking in the mirror and ego's looking straight back at you? Or are you able to look in the mirror and see yourself with that positive Aries energy of leadership, okay? To be able to, like we have here, teacher. I have wisdom, the divine wisdom within me, and I openly want to share it with the world, the collective. So rather than being self-focused, you're going to take that Aries energy of leadership and bring it to others. Let's see how that's going to work for you. That's what I feel you're letting go of and moving into. Almost, yeah, like a leadership role, because a teacher's a leader, right? So let's see here. Open your heart, love yourself, dare to be vulnerable. Yeah. If you're living in an ego-based world of me, I think sometimes you tend to go there, or people do in general, because it's too, you don't want to know what other people are thinking about you. Even though that's what it is, it's how other people see you, but you don't want them to see your vulnerable side, right? You want them to see that fiery, passionate leader of Aries and not the vulnerable side of yourself, okay? So this is being able to look yourself in the eye and open your heart up and have love for yourself, to be able to be vulnerable, not only with yourself, but with others. Okay, because to be a good leader, there needs to be vulnerability there. And that's the direction that you're moving in. We have birth. Be receptive to new ideas, child, or situation. I like that, because this is going to be something new for you, Aries, to, I'm going to say, be receptive to new ideas, but new situations. You're kind of moving out of what suits me, what's good for me, to how can I lead and be a teacher and help bring in what's good for everyone, what suits everyone. How can I be proactive to do that? How can I be receptive to that? Okay? And support, ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself. Again, nurture is what I'm seeing here. Ask for help and nurture, but with the nurture yourself, it goes right back here, and it's kind of the coloring in these two cards. I always notice that, which for me means these go together, right? It's that daring to be vulnerable and loving yourself, nurturing yourself through this. As I said in pile one, and in most readings that I do, when you're working on yourself to make changes or breaking free of something, or, you know, whatever it may be, but it's usually a change of somehow, right? It can be difficult because we like to do what serves ourselves. We like to do what's best for us, and we like to do, you know, what brings us comfort and makes us happy. So anything out of our comfort zone, we can usually be a little, or we're just not so eager to make the change. That's what I'll say, okay? And ask for help. Maybe with, okay, like I said, it can be groups, right? So, stepping out and helping the collective. Maybe you're going to find someone in these groups or circles or your friends or whatever that can help you to move forward and be the leader that they need, right? A leader always needs a wingman. The pilot always needs a wingman. Maverick needed a wingman, okay? So maybe you need to find a wingman for this. That's what I want to say about that, pile 2. Let's go to some tarot for confirmation, clarification of anything here on the table. Let's see if there's any more additional guidance that needs to come out. But I love this message. I mean, you know, breaking free, not always easy, but I love the new direction that it's going to be taking you in, pile 2. If this is your situation, right? If this is your situation, we all have a bit of Aries in our charts somewhere, which means we're all zodiac signs. It's just our big 3 are our main ones, or even big 4 or 5, right? But I like to throw Mercury and Venus in there too. Oh, and Saturn. Okay, look, you guys, I'm an astrologer, so I like to throw them all in, but we all do have a bit of Aries in us, okay? So let's get 3 cards for additional. 9 of Swords, okay? The Chariot. There's an Aries card. And the 5 of Swords. Okay. What's coming in right away? We have 2 swords here, okay? I want to go to this one first because what I see here with the 5 of Swords is that's battling with others, not working with them in flow and harmony, which I want to say is Aquarius. I mean, it can be nonconformist too, but if you're battling with people, and I want to say that because think of that negative Aries energy that we're breaking free of, which is me, me, me. So it's only what matters to me. And if you're always battling people about that, who's winning? Nobody's winning. Whenever you look at the 5 of Swords in the card, you have 2 people standing back here who are just like, what was all of that? What is going on? Where did that come from? And, oh, you poor tortured soul is what I want to say. And this guy is exactly the torture. He's like, well, did anybody really, like, I feel like I won the battle, but did I really win I mean, I got all the swords, but how's this serving me? Right? So that's what I want to say about the 5 of Swords. The 9 of Swords, I believe, is that energy of you, pile 2, being fearful of being vulnerable, of you being fearful of seeing the true you in the mirror, of you being fearful of self-love, really, you know, because, you know, I'm that Aries energy. I'm that person who's stepping forward, and I'm that person who's, you know, initiating things and taking charge. And pile 1, it was about cardinal energy, you know, like I'm a cardinal sign. I, you know, control my environment, or not my environment. Well, yeah, my environment, or I like to control what's around me. And that energy at times can really put you into a place of, well, darn, I can't control everything. And now I'm upset because I can't control everything, and things aren't going the way I want them to. They're not benefiting me in the way I want it to benefit me. And it puts you in that anxious, fearful energy. We want to let go of that too. We want to let go of both of these. I'm telling you, when the unicorn energy comes in with the message, they like to come in with the message, okay? And they're really, you know, as I always like to say, they're really beaten down on this one, or coming through very strongly about letting go of this energy, breaking free from it. It has to happen. And it's only going to serve your best interest in the end. And really, like I said, who do we all care about? We care about ourselves, right? But let's do it in a positive way. By letting go of this energy, it's going to serve you best in the end, because you're going to be a wonderful leader for whomever it is, whether it's, like I said, friends, social circles, groups, communities that you're in, going out and being a humanitarianism. You may be traveling, I have no idea, you know, and with your humanitarian efforts across the world, I mean, or just within your community, you're going to be awesome at that, pile 2, okay, when you're thinking about the other. And they really, really want that energy to come through strongly. So we're going to go by that. I also like to just pull here from my unicorn playing cards. Let's just see what we have in here to go along with the tarot. Okay. We have King of Hearts. Okay, so that is King of Cups, showing compassion, right? Being a calm, with all this fiery Aries energy, but still being calm and collected and equally as wise as the other kings, and being confident in the decisions that you're making when leading these, but leading with compassion for the collective. Look at our world. We need compassion for one another, okay? They want you to lead with compassion. I don't know if I spoke about the Chariot. It's moving forward quickly. Those unicorns, horses. Those unicorns are raring to go, right? They are ready. They are ready to move forward on this. And that, to me, like I said, even though the Chariot is, I believe, the 4th house, if I'm correct, I'm having a moment right now, but they want you to charge forward using that positive Aries energy, but with King of Cups, right? With kindness, caring, emotionally balanced would be something else, right? To be a good leader, you need to be emotionally balanced, and that's what the King of Cups is. So take on that King of Cups energy. Now, let's get another card here from the unicorns. I love this unicorn message. I mean, they just want, you know, just like God, source, universe, we're all part of it. We're all together. They are too. They just want to bring through this energy because they know what's best for you and what's going to serve you best in the end, pile 2. And for those of you that chose this pile, this may be a message that you needed to hear. As I say, not all messages are rainbows, in this case, unicorns, right? So we just have to go with it and hear the messages that we need to hear. So let's just get something here. All right, we have Toadstool, Secrets Revealed. Oh, okay. So this one here I usually look up because there's usually, in this case, it's some sort of mushroom. We'll see what type. And there's usually a little message to go along with it that I love. It only takes about a minute here, if that. So let's take a look quickly and see what the message is that you need to hear from this deck. I'm having a hard time finding the number today. Aha, Toadstool. Okay, so we have Secrets Revealed, and it is the, let me see here, it is the Birch Night Toadstool, okay? So let's see what that is. The Birch Night toadstools are usually found on the forest floor under silver birch trees. So that's where they get their name. While it is edible, its flavor is, and I'm not suggesting you go mushroom foraging, anyone, okay? Everything is at your own risk. While it is edible, its flavor is quite bland. Metaphysically, toadstools are excellent hex breakers because they clear out poisonous people and situations. The Birch Night toadstool, just like the birch tree, sweeps away the old and stale and brings in the new and fresh. And that's what I see why this message has come through. That's what we want in a leader. New, fresh ideas, right? Innovation, clear thinking. We want all of that. Oh, we want that air energy. That's what we want. The fire, but we're going to bring the air energy in too. So I love that. Now, overall card is, this is overall for everything. There is something about boldness and fearlessness and being free enough to speak what is on one's mind that warrants freedom. Oh my gosh, you guys. With Aquarius, I mean, that is just talking about that Aquarius energy that I was saying, you know, wanting to, you know, think of new ways of doing things, working with groups of people, humanitarianism, even technology, right? But being innovative, being the inventor. But you need someone who's bold and fearless to lead and speak what it says, what one's mind warrants freedom, what they need to hear to help lead them forward. This is a really beautiful message. So for you, pile 2, you're breaking free from all of this, but on the flip side, using some of that good, passionate Aries energy, all right, that bold, fearless energy to move in a new direction, but you're moving in a new direction to help others, not just yourself, but others as well. So that is your message, pile 2. I hope that it resonated. If you liked it, please give me a like, as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. I'm a small channel trying to get my videos promoted, and that will help if you give me a like. Also, if this is a message you think that someone needs to hear, please share it. And if you like my energy readings, I do a number of them. You'll see them in my playlist. Then please subscribe. And I thank you very much. I would appreciate your support, and I will see you next time. Hi to everyone who chose pile 3 or this crystal card, Chrysotile, power animal. My power animal supports, guides, and loves me throughout my life. So, pile 3, welcome. This is going to be your unicorn energy reading for breaking free and moving in a new direction. So we have what you're breaking free from, what you're breaking free from, where you're moving forward to. We're going to pull live tarot at the end with a couple of other oracles. And then I have an overall ending energy card. Okay, so let's get started. Ooh, you're breaking free from Scorpio energy and moving into the sun energy. Okay, well, right there, I see darkness to light, so I like that. Let's get the other cards out so we can see where this message is going. We have not a tiger. I love these this unicorn deck. Cosmic Ruby. We also have Aspiration, Friendship, and, oh, I don't want to flip this card yet. Okay, sorry. Oh, that was, almost did it. Okay, now let's see what it is. What are you breaking free from, and what are you moving into a new direction? So let's talk about Scorpio energy a little bit first. Scorpio energy being 8th house. Okay. It can be a little intense at time. It can be not necessarily speaking your feelings out loud, keeping them to yourself, okay? It can be the investigator, and Scorpios love to investigate, get to the bottom of something, or they also love to just people watch. I'm telling you, I'm a Scorpio. Trust me, it's so satisfying. Just because you want to see, right? Like, you know, when you're watching people and they're unaware of it, and I don't mean that in a creepy way, but you know what I mean? Like if you're at like a concert or some sort of social event, and you just watch the way people move, the way people talk, the way they act with other people, so fascinating. Anyway, it can also be intimacy. It can be occult practices. It can be transformation. Okay. So that's what Scorpio energy is, but it is, I mean, Scorpios are known for death and rebirth, right? Transformation. It can also have to do with other people's money. what's hidden below the surface. And I feel that's what it is, because we have, like I said, darkness and then into the sun. So I feel that this is something for you that is hidden below the surface. Okay. And with the Sun card or Leo energy, what I want to say is it's time to bring whatever it is that's below the surface out into the light. There is something that you need to share, I'm going to say with the world, or at least with some people in some way, that it's time. It's time for you to express yourself, okay? And I've been tying this card into here, and it says, not a tiger, majesty. And you notice how it looks like this tiger unicorn. It's like they're walking out from the bamboo. They're walking out of the bamboo forest. I feel like if we could see the rest of the card, they'd be walking into an open field. They're coming out from the dense and the dark, because you know that sometimes with all the cover of forest. And then you walk out into a field and it's bright and it's light. Okay? And we have cosmic ruby here. Be a peace ambassador, practice cosmic mastery. Well, I did say there could be some occult practices in here too. And this is a 5 for change. This is a 7, which is choices and spirituality and growing. Okay. And aspiration, you are unlimited, so aim for the stars. And friendships, seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. So that could be it for some of you, pile 3, okay? Some of you could just be, you need to actually come out of the shadows. You need to leave your house. Plain and simple. That could be a message for some of you. You need to break free of your own home to get out and start socializing with other people. It's time to come out and let others see you. That could be just for a few of you. It could be for all of you. I don't know. But I feel more that this is something that you need to share with people, because we have aspiration, right? You're unlimited, so aim for the stars and practice your mastery and spend more time socializing. So I don't know. When we get to the tarot, maybe we'll get a little more information. But for right now, Scorpio, let me just sit with this. I really feel that there is something that you need to bring out to be the center of attention, something that you've been keeping to yourself. So whether it's like a special talent that you have, right? I mean, it could literally be anything, but I want to say it's creative. There's something here that is just, with this card is reminding me of sacral chakra as well as the cosmic ruby. I want to say it's something creative that you need to bring out, that there's no need for you to hide it anymore. Now's your time to come out and stand like a Leo in the center stage, in the light, to be bright and shiny. No more dark and dingy, okay? It's time to come out and shine. I thought of what was coming in my mind. I looked at the ruby and all I could hear was Rihanna's song, Isn't It Shine Like a Diamond? Or I know those are the words, like some of the words, not really 100% sure. I just keep hearing shine like a diamond, or shine like a ruby. I also feel like this is something that your friends even know about too. And I feel like they have been really encouraging you to do this. So what I want to say is, now you have the unicorn energy, the unicorn encouraging you to do this too. Everything is always for your highest benefit. Okay, so they're not going to suggest something that you should not be doing, okay? So if they're saying you need to break free, you need to break your creativity free is what I want to say. You need to break free of keeping yourself shut in, shut away, not showing us your diamonds and your rubies and all of those special talents and gifts that you have. You need to bring them out. You need to stand in the spotlight. And breaking free of holding yourself back or keeping yourself hidden, it's going to be work. Okay, pile 3. But you've got all this energy and this confirmation that now is the time for you to do it. And maybe you're going to have this, like, look at the little rabbit sitting up on the horse here. Maybe you're going to have, or sorry, I keep calling it the horse and it's a unicorn. Good Lord, it is a unicorn energy reading. But I just feel like I want to say there's a friend or a friend group or someone who has your back, okay? Like this unicorn, even though it's the rabbit on the unicorn's back, the unicorn has the rabbit's back. In other words, hop on, I'll take care of you. I'll get you where you need to go. I feel like you have that as well. Let's get some tarot because I feel like I need more information here. But, you know, the other thing I do want to say, oh, that's interesting. That just came in now, even though I had already brought that out from them, was the sun is the ruler of the 5th house, right? Which is your creativity. It is fun and games. It's out having fun. Leo is the ruler of the 5th house, which likes to be shiny and bright and all out getting attention, but also creative and like okay with being the center of attention or dramatic. I mean, this could be even you, maybe you're an actor or you participate in community plays or in your high school or your college or whatever it is, being on stage. It could be something like that. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see here what else. It's just you need to come out. Oh, and what just popped in right now, and it came in, so I'm saying that it could even have to be with sexuality or how you identify yourself. Maybe that is something that you need to come out and not keep hidden and show yourself who you are in the sun. This is me. This is who I am. And because the crystal card says power animal, unicorn could be your power animal. All right, so maybe look that up, see what you can find out about having a unicorn as your animal spirit guide. It could be a tiger, could be your animal spirit guide, okay? And I also want to say here, it says not a tiger, right? It is a unicorn, but it is a tiger. Brave and fearless, okay? That's what I want to say. You need to bring on that energy of being brave and fearless and standing in your power, in your majesty, right? Okay, let's get some tarot here. Ace of Swords. Speak it. That's what I'm going to say right there. Speak it, right? And it's also action, but and action needs to be taken. You're coming out from something, so there is action there too. But this is positive. This is a new beginning. This is what we're talking about, breaking free and going in a new direction. Speak it, say it. No, think it, speak it and say it, whatever. The High Priestess. Ooh, okay. Let me get the last one here. Ooh, and the Queen of Swords. All right. Okay. I mean, look, we have the High Priestess and we have the Queen of Swords. So the High Priestess, just all knowing, okay? Being able to manifest what it is that you want for yourself. And I want to say in this situation, pile 3, it's manifesting yourself out here in the spotlight, and how that is going to be successful for you to be able to let that creativity come out from behind the veil, which is here in the Scorpio energy, right? What's under the surface, and to bring it out and above the surface so that everyone can see it. It's magic, okay? And then we have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is focused, right? So it's setting your focus, right? We have here, aim for the stars. So set your focus. What is it? How do you want this to turn out for yourself? Okay, pulling in this High Priestess and Queen of Swords energy, like being honest with yourself, clever, you know, the Queen of Swords is clever as well. You know, maybe you're afraid if you come out that you're not going to be able to keep your boundaries. But I want to say with this Swords energy, yes, you will. With this Queen of Swords, you're going to be able to have clear boundaries. You're also going to be able to communicate directly with this. Remember I said you come out and you say it, you speak it. What else? Honesty. Even for some of you, maybe it's something that you've just been keeping secret. Did I see secret somewhere? I don't know. Okay. But, you know, speaking your truth, right? That, like I said, it could be about anything, but speaking your truth. What are you hiding that you want to come out and speak your truth to? Okay. I really like that message, pile 3. Sometimes it takes a bit, I always say this, some piles are a little more difficult than others to get the message out quite the right way, but I feel like it came together here in the end. So, I mean, this is all about creativity, 5th house, being in the sun, being able to speak and be clear and intelligent actions and thoughts coming out from behind the veil, but trusting your intuition to know, or wanting to manifest how you want this to all turn out from yourself. Taking aim. Okay, I like it. Shining like a ruby, shining like a diamond. We have 6 of diamonds, which is the 6 of pentacles. That's success. That's harmony. Okay, that's being resilient even, right? Coming out. I want to say resilient in the sense that you're going to come out, and it may take a resilient energy to stay there, because I want to say this, pile 3, you may feel, you may come out, you may, oh my God, what have I done? And you may want to retreat. Don't retreat. Resilience is what you need here. That's why that card came out perfect. All right, now let's look at this other oracle card here and see what else we have. Being taken on that tiger energy, being brave. But call upon your, like I said, tiger could be your spirit animal. So could unicorns. So spirit animal guide. Okay. Let's get one more card here. Shroom. Think outside the box. Okay. I think I've had this card before. And just like the other time, I want to say that there's something in the book that I want to read, because there's usually something interesting about the shroom that you need to know. And it's just very short and sweet, but also thinking outside the box, right? So I want to say that's like stepping out of the box, literally. If you're holding yourself below the surface in the dark, in a box with the lid closed, this is you opening the box and stepping outside of it, okay? But also let's just see what the shroom has. Okay, so let me just see here. I need to magnify this a little bit. Yeah, sky blue mushroom. Think outside the box. At first glance, the sky blue mushroom looks like an unearthly being, a bright, luminous blue against a green forest background. In fact, it looks like something out of Alice in Wonderland. It's native to New Zealand and some parts of India. It's not considered edible, but bizarrely, no one seems to know if it is toxic. While it's highly decorative, any other valuable qualities are not yet to be discovered. Well, they can't be discovered if you're hiding it. You need to step out so that you can be discovered. There's the message in that, right? You need to be the blue, shiny, odd-looking little mushroom in a forest of green that's standing out in the sun, like a Leo. And that can't happen if you're holding yourself back. All right, pile 3, let's look at the last card. You've only got 3 choices in life: give up, give in, or give it all you've got. Oh my God, that is so perfect with this. I don't have to say anything else about it. That message is what it is. There's 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all you've got. This is it. Give it all. If you're going to get out and you're going to take the spotlight, you better give it all you got, pile 3. Okay, so those are your messages. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like. I would really appreciate it. It helps with YouTube algorithm, as I know you've probably heard from 100 different readers. But it really does. It helps to promote your videos and get them out there. If people are liking them, they'll promote you more. So we want these type of videos to get out to people. Also, if this is something that you know someone may be going through, please pass and share it, okay? Because it can be helpful to someone else who might not normally come to my messages. And if you like energy readings, I do a ton of them, so please subscribe. I would really appreciate your support. As I said, my little channel that could, let's help it grow. And I need help from the collective to do that. So I don't mind asking. Thank you very much again, pile 3, and I will see you in your next reading.